Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today, the 22nd of October 2025, is actually 25 minutes to the hour of 1 o'clock, and I'm here at what is called the Grotto. These are some high-rise apartment buildings that were built by government that are supposed to be rented to own. All right. Now, the reason I'm here is because a number of residents have called me and complained about the condition of the condition of the buildings, okay, and the fact that there's some issues here relevant to parking, relevant to sanitation, relevant to a number of things here. Now, I'm here looking at this building, and we can see that this building has quite a bit of mildew and mold on the outside of it. And this one as well. We've seen it here. Okay. So this has been confirmed that there is an issue, and this needs either some power washing or some form of scrubbing to deal with this. No. What they are also stating is that the residents who live on the topmost floor, they said they're 4 stories, and most of them, yes, they do have 4 stories. But if there's a water outage up here, these people have to come down to meet the water tanker. Coming down is not the problem, it's going back up with buckets or pails of water or whatever receptacle they have that is the problem. So they're saying that they would like water tanks positioned somewhere on the area, somewhere within the community, or something from the top where you can get water from. If you notice though, there are no fire escapes here. So that means if a fire takes place on the 2nd floor, the residents on the 3rd and 4th floor are in problems. Alright, because we know that most people don't die from fire burns, they die from smoke inhalation. And this is another thing we need to look at. Because I don't know which government built these houses, or these apartments as they're called, right? But these people tend not to look into the future. I don't know how people just say, well, we can build these things and just build, and they don't study about, what will happen if something happens. They don't put things in place and look at all the other things that could happen. I mean, these people just build well. There are no fire escapes that people could get out of. Obviously, there are no elevators, as we can see here. There are no elevators because I know that these people who eventually who bought these places, who rent them to buy them, are eventually going to get old. So I'm wondering how they're going to get up and down these stairs. That's what I'm looking at too. You understand? People don't look at the future at all. Now also I'm hearing that there's a problem out here with parking. I'm hearing that at night when everybody comes in, there's no place to park. And people have to park out of the compound on the sidewalks, which would put them on the sidewalk going towards Seventh-day Adventist School along that road. You understand? And if an emergency vehicle has to come in here, they can't get in. That is another thing we have to look at. If an emergency vehicle has to come in here, you can't get in. Alright? That is what I'm looking at. But listen, I do not know who studies these things, right? Who are the technical officers, who are the architects, who are the draftsmen, whoever. But let me tell you something, right? I believe that I got some grandchildren. I believe they could do a better job at this. Now, another thing that people residents have been complaining of is the people who live above them hanging clothing in the patios. Obviously, when they hang clothing in the patios, it will drip down to the patio below. Alright, so I don't know if there's somebody who can enforce this and put that this does not happen. But obviously, people will that's another thing too, right? And last but not least, as I told you about the sanitation issue, there is a skip that is over here that is filled, but it needs welding. So the sanitation people cannot lift it up and properly dispose of the garbage. So obviously it is there and it's harboring rats, etc. And this is not good for this area at all. Okay? But I want people to know. I want the National Housing Corporation to ensure that they send people to listen to these people's complaints and not just take the complaints and put them down and file them under Section 13. Come and deal with these people's issues. After all, they are renting to own. It's an investment for them. You understand? It's their home. It's where they live. Please ensure these people who are Barbadian citizens, you understand, are treated properly like citizens. Because I find the old politicians don't remember them when it's time to vote. All they know, these are things that can be dealt with, you know? Anyway, this is me from Come Out Things. And I normally say, keep your spirits up, keep your tempers down, and remember to do something good for somebody today, all right? All right, this is Winston Clark, and I'm out.